Hey guys, I'm just working on my book and I think I'm actually gonna start doing these videos, like maybe like, I don't know, unintentional ASMR or something. Visual SMR. Sorry, it's like 2 a.m. I have to actually drive to my mom's house tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I actually got some stuff. I grabbed some coasters from the living room, and they had like that like scratchy ceramic. We'll get to those. I feel like I know exactly how they'll sound, and they're gonna be so good. But I don't want to like. I don't have a lot of triggers around here. Maybe I'll use my headphones here. They look like they'll make lots of good sounds. I'm gonna break my headphone. It's all for the video, guys. It's all for the video. It's like a loose plastic sound. What about like the pads? Okay, hang on. So I was just writing in my book. I was just trying to like figure some storyboarding out because like the whole thing has turned into a story now. So like I need to make sure that I'm getting the pacing right because honestly it turns into space pretty fast. So and then everything else happens after that. But like I'm honestly still trying to get the story right because like I want to say that it was a seed, but actually it might have just been like a plasma, just like a plasma, just like a bunch of dust and plasma. Honestly, just the way that it is right now, but like, and then it slowly got smaller, and then grew again. Some sort of motion like that, maybe. Honestly, I've like reached the edge of the names. I've pretty much got possibility, and that's all I need because everything comes from possibility, and even if everything that was already was, like if we were already a plasm or if we were already a seed, doesn't really like matter actually how it started. It's like possibility itself will never accept an answer no matter how close you get. They'll always, even if you get like the seed, like everything that was in there, and then in like nuclear reactions on the inside ate it apart, and then it just expanded, and that's kind of how the seed hatched or something. But that could be how it happened. But someone's gonna be like, oh, well, where'd all the material and the energy come from? Well, I mean, like, we found out that energy only exists on a cycle and it can't be created or destroyed. It's just always here, right? It's always here somewhere, and it's just transformed. And along that line, everything that is here already was here, and and that might be the answer, but possibility being the core of everything and the core of us, possibility being the thing that grows from its primordial state or whatever it is, because it's possibility will always beg for more to be possible. It just doesn't accept impossibility because it's possibility. So yes, it maps the edges of what's not possible, but it's gonna always dream more. So when people hear that that's all that was, and that we're always going to be longing for more because we're possibility, we want, that's still enough, that's still magical and stuff, but some people, maybe everyone, will always wonder if there could be more. And the reason that we wonder if there could be more, we think that there should be more, is because we are possibility incarnate. We want there to be more because we cannot be sated with enough, or unity, or even if, well, I mean, unity, I guess, depends on how you define that, but I just thought of that word because someone used it earlier. So like unity could just mean interconnectedness, but like unity as in like it doesn't want to be one thing, it wants to be different, it wants to have variance, it wants to have alternating, all these words that we came up with because we experience them in our world are creations of possibility, all things that are possible because we're here experiencing them. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the story right. I'm just trying to get the story right. So I actually have that possibility is energy. It's the warmth. It's the warmth of it all. It's energy, so it's the warmth. It's also heat. And the heat, what am I even saying? The heat pulsates, you know, and like as heat grows, it gets warmer and duller and warmer, and that's just a cycle. And in the pulsations of sorry. Not used to speaking a lot. Honestly, I don't know how ASMR artists get through a whole video without like without having trouble. Maybe it's just because I don't treat my lungs the way that I should. Anyway, it's warm and it's pulsating because it's energy. There's lots of forms of energy. Possibility is lots of things, and there's lots of interactions with all our things. And it's pulsating, and in that pulsation, in its just waking moments, as it's being brought up, it wonders if it can be, if it can live. It wants to live. It knows that it's inside of a seed, and it is just one clod, and it needs to split and break open. It needs to escape. And while it's in there, just humming away, something like that anyway, it starts asking if it can be more than it is. It starts longing to be more. longing to be possible, to be all things that are possible. And because there's so much potential energy in a seed, there's quite a lot possible. And from that state, it's not like, okay, like existence, that's possible. Like you're doing it. You're already doing it. Like, there's no reason to long for more. There is. It's material. It's energy. It wants to be more. So it asks, and in that question, rhythm is created. And rhythm is the question. Can I? And asking the question again creates it. Can I? Wom, 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 wom. Please, please, can I? Can I? Will this work? Will this work? How about this? Can I do this? How about that? It's like a kid waking up. That's literally how we are. What about this one? What about this one? How about that? Can I touch that? That is our universe. Our universe is a child, always reaching, always dreaming more. And it starts as a seed of all that could be, which is also thought. It's nature. It's all of our, it's family. We all spread out and we're all fighting and stuff, and we have some people over at dinner, and we don't invite others at dinner. That's because we're all a family. And that's how it's supposed to be. We're just, you know what really got me on this project was that everyone's a family, and families fight. They do. And there's family feuds, and we even have a game show about it. This is just these, yeah, when you look at everything as a microcosm of a macro, you start seeing how everything is self-similar. So yes, family feuds and stuff, but when we have family feuds, everyone's exiled and stuff, and people fight, and people are friends, and the ones who are exiled are usually fine, and the ones who stay are usually fine too. But we are in a world where our family, everyone's not fine. We're all fighting, and there's a lot more exile than there ever was, and the people who stayed, the people who are gone, people who are in the fight, no one is happy. No one is feeling the joy that we should feel in the dance of tension, of duality, the vibration of difference. When everyone's sad, that's the worst time ever. You don't want everyone to be sad. Yeah, people fight. But lasting sadness and our lack of freedom, possibility itself will not have it. And if our freedom is suppressed enough, and even our dreams are suppressed, which they are in this modern day, the ones who do dream even brighter and louder and more courageously than ever before. That's why you see so much variance and difference and extreme possibility these days. Is because we are so violently oppressed. Possibility needs to express itself. It needs it. And if it can't be and it can't be free, and it can't create, and it can't express itself in more open, forward ways, it's going to split to the side, and it's going to become more beautiful and colorful and vibrant, and it's going to be, it wants you to notice, it wants you to see that possibility is possible. It wants you to remember itself. Like, it, when it gets caught in its own power trip because of what is possible, order is possible, and order is very powerful in our realm. It can get caught in its cycle, and when it gets caught in its cycle of power trips, it reminds itself through beauty, a brightening of its being, and that's how it rebirths itself. That's why there's so many beautiful souls these days, and now is the time that everything's going to change. Well, maybe not now, but like the arc. Now is the time that the arc is sort of getting off the ground, and that's because it is darkest before the dawn. We are violently oppressed, and the beauty has shown through, and there's more and more imagination, more and more pushing the bounds of what's possible, because we've been bound up so tightly. There's just more dreamers than ever. More dreamers than ever. More dreamers than ever. More dreamers than ever. More dreamers. More dreamers. Dream up possibility. I'm begging you to keep dreaming. Okay, it's nearing 20 minutes, so let's try this. Oh, I knew it. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a good night or day or whatever, whenever you end up listening to this, and I hope you enjoyed it.